I got me a Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series retro carded Storm Shadow. Let's crack him open. Greetings, toy heads, and welcome to another episode of Go Figure with me, your host, Eli Williams, here on the Digitally Rebastard Network, the action figure show about news, reviews, collecting tips, customizations, kit bashing, everything that goes into this fun, nerdy hobby that you and I both love. And in this special episode, we're going to be doing an unboxing and review of the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series retro carded Storm Shadow. I decided to pick these up. Well, I say these because I got this one and the Zartan, and decided to pick these up. I was not going to get them, mainly because I couldn't get them because they were sold out, and then Walmart got more back in after the release date, and there we are. So let's take a look here. As you can see, it is the old Hasbro style card back with the picture of Storm Shadow and the big behind him there, G.I. Joe Cobra Enemy. If you didn't know, Cobra was the bad guys in the show. There. Warning, don't put Storm Shadow in your mouth, ages 4+. Hasbro logo down there. And then on the back, there is the file card for Storm Shadow, with all the big blurb about him, G.I. Joe up the top. There's the entire wave, which I actually have all 4 of those now. Jibber jabber legal jargon, blah, 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 blah. Ages 0 to 3. You know what that means.
If your child is not born yet, they shouldn't play with these toys.
That's right, you're welcome. And more jibbery jabbery legal jargon, Houses of Klingon, and barcode. And there we go. So let's pop this open. See if I can do this without too much tearage. Get my finger in there. And do a little sluice, and there we go. Let's grab the stand. I love the fact that these retro carded guys come with stands. Okay, there we go. That is out. Let's grab his accessories. Oh, grab that one. I didn't realize there was a tray on the bottom, and I'm just gonna let that flop over and all kinds of stuff fall out. I'm gonna have to watch this arrow, because I lost the arrow from my regular Storm Shadow. I didn't really lose it. I know where it's at. It fell off my shelf and went behind my couch in my studio, and I just have to get it. Now, I believe this one... Well, we'll get there. Oh, okay, I see. All right. Yeah, I see it. All right, so we got all that out. We're ready to... and pop him out. Put him over here. We'll put this tray back in up here at the top. And we'll put this back in the card. And we are ready for the pedestal. All right, here we've got him on the pedestal. Let's take a look at the accessories. First off, we have his 2 swords. Pretty much exactly like the other ones. I have my other... Storm Shadow here, and I believe these swords are identical. Let's take the one out here. Yeah, it's pretty much a reuse. Yeah, it's the same sword. And just set him over here for seconds. We're going to do a compare and contrast here in a minute. But yeah, we've got 2 swords. We have a katana and a... Not a naginata. I can't think of what it is. The one that's slightly shorter. Yugiri? No, not a Yugiri. I can't think. It's not a Tonto. It's the one. Tonto's the next one down, and my sword knowledge is not surfacing. It's very early. I just got off work. So yeah, we've got two swords there, a short one and a long one, which both go into the backpack. We can slide those in there, but really nice. They got, nice silver paint apps on there with black handles. And they both slide in there very nicely. They don't fall out. Then we have the arrow. Now with the backpack here, you've got the clan logo there, the Akugagashi Goro. I can't remember the name of the clan logo, but that he has on his arm, and so does Snake Eyes. They're both from the same clan or same dojo, or however you wanted to put that. But yeah, we've got the two scabbards on the backpack there with the peg going to go into the back, and then we've got the quiver part of the backpack where the arrow slides in, and then this is where I had the fatal error with where he. I hope this one stands better. Well, of course, he comes with a stand. I used the stand for Destro for him, my old one, because he has a little bit of problem standing up. He fell, and when he fell, the arrow went out of his backpack. He also has a problem with the bow staying on the backpack or on the quiver. But so yeah, he does come with the single arrow, just like the other. Now, in this one, obviously, the flights on the arrows are white, not red. But that does fit there, and it does snap into place, sort of. But it's not permanent. Like, it will, with a little shake. Okay, well, maybe they've corrected that problem. One of these days, I'm going to move my couch and get my arrow back from my original one. But, so yeah. Then we have the bow. And then the other problem I was having with this one is that this bow does not want to stay connected onto this thing with the little peg. This one might be different. They might have corrected this problem too. We'll see here in a moment, but let's see if I can. Well, let's take a look at it first. Basically, it's a compound bow, just like the other one, but instead of having the red on it on the handle, it's got white. So this is, I would say that this figure is pretty much 96% reuse of the other one. The biggest detail that's not on this one is the fact that it does not have the hood, but it does have the little scarf thing on there. So this should, like the other one, snap right on to there, and it's not wanting to do that. Or if I have it right, oh, maybe it's this way. Okay, yeah, it's this way. I had it wrong side up. So yeah, this one is like the other. It is slightly loose, but hopefully that will stay on there a little better than the other one. But there we have the whole backpack quiver accessory right there. And then we have the black stand with the Cobra logo on it. I probably am just going to put him on this stand and leave it at that, just in case he has a balance problem like the other one. But very glossy black stand with the Cobra emblem stamped into it with two pegs to go into his feet. Now, here's something a little different. This one actually has two sets of hands. We've got the grip hands that come on him, and then we have a hand with a shuriken and a fisted hand. Also, we might take note of the fact that this one actually has bare hands and not white gloved hands, with the pinky and ring finger on this hand being bare, so he can shoot his bow. So yeah, we have two hands. We've got the shuriken hand for the right, and then a fisted hand for the left. So that's interesting that they would do that. And then here we have Storm Shadow. Let's take a look at him. His height, he stands at right at 6 inches tall. Bam! Right on it. Now, I have very high hopes for this because Storm Shadow is, in my opinion, one of, if not the best, G.I. Joe Classified series figures ever made. And I expect the same thing from this, being that it is mostly reuse. Taking a look at the sculpt, it is, like I said, basically the same thing, with the exception of the ungloved hands and the wraps on the wrists, gauntlets, and then the wraps on the bottom of the legs being a little bit more cream colored than white. Otherwise, we're looking at really the same figure, with the exception, and yes, I know I have my hood and the scarf on. The scarf was supposed to be the hood pulled down. I understand that. I just did that just so they would stay in the same place and be together and not get lost, because I've already, like I said, I've not lost the arrow. I know where it's at. I just haven't pulled my couch out to get it. But Really nice sculpt. I like what they did with this. It just looks really good, and this one right here. I mean, this one really made me reminiscent about the original 3 3/4 inch Storm Shadow. This one does even more, because this one really does look like it. Looking at the sculpt, we've got the black bandolier with the silver buckle and the shuriken on there. Now, on this one, the silver on the bandolier seemed to be a little bit more pronounced. It's a little bit shinier than it is on the older one. The Cobra logo also seems to be a little bit more of a blood red than a bright red. But it is a soft rubbery material on the bandolier there. And then going down here with the waist, we've got the, which is supposed to be the bottom of the gi with the black belt wrapped around, going back to a little knot, which has got a peg hole in it and a peg on the back of that fits onto the back. Also, going down to the pants, into the wraps there, like I was mentioned before, we have the sort of a cream colored wrap on the for the gauntlets, and then at the lower part of the leg we have also cream color, but the boots are white. Looks really good. Just one of the best looking figures. We all love Storm Shadow. I mean, come on, Storm Shadow, it's a ninja. Ninjas are great. Going over articulation, just like the other one, we've got the head on a ball, we've got a ball on the neck going into the body with a dumbbell up at the top of the neck there. Head all the way around. We've got really good down, really good back. Tilt, 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 tilt. And going to the arms, we've got the arms all the way up. Wow, these joints are very, very smooth too. Surprising, almost Mattel smooth. Arms all the way up into a T formation right to there. Do have butterfly joints in the shoulder area right there, with the shoulder hinge going up, bicep swivel with a double elbow going right to there. On the wrists, wrists all the way around with in and out on this one, and this one should be up and down, and it is. Doot, doot, doot. Also, we have gauntlet swivels right there, which the other one does as well. Also, might mention too, we don't have the little armored pieces on the gauntlets like we do the other one. We're just looking at wraps on this one. Then down to mid torso, we've got a actual hinge for ab crunch. Goes way back, way not as much way forward, but way back. Waist swivel. Oh man, because I remember doing a review of the older one, and this hit all the key points for articulation. And I'm expecting this to be the same right here. We've got, yep, drop down ball joint, boys and girls. Doot doot doot. Yep, yep, yep. Love it, love it, love it. Legs all the way out to there, splitting like a ninja. And going to the thigh swivel right there, and a double knee. Ooh, that one's a little tight, but we can make that happen. There we go. Double knee going all the way back to there. And then we have detents on the feet that are very, very smooth, and a forward rocker, as well as a boot swivel at the wrap on there as well. Let's put his goodies on him here, and we'll get him side by side and look at him. We'll also put him on the we'll put him on the stand just for prosperity's sake. We'll line up that other foot not wanting to line up. Put it right on the heel. Ah! Oh, that one's tight. That right foot is tight on that peg. There we go. So we'll put him right here, and then we'll put the other one next to him. I do have a set of nunchucks with my old one. I got those off of eBay. I can't remember who I got them from, but it's somebody that makes nunchucks and for 112 scale figures, because that is actually a gripe of mine. If I could find any gripe with this whatsoever, it would be two things. Number one, they need to have a better way to fasten that arrow into the quiver. Number two, why doesn't he come with nunchucks? Because the original came with nunchucks. But, you know, you can get them. I think I paid like $7 for those things, and they were mailed to me, and I got them really quick. So, you know, no big deal there. So let's pop him off the pedestal, and we'll line him up with some other characters and see how he scales up. All right, here we've got him with the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series Return of the Jedi Deluxe Boba Fett, the Hasbro Indiana Jones Series Arnold Tote, the Hasbro Marvel Legends Series Retro Carded Armored Daredevil, and the Mattel DC Universe Classics Green Arrow. All in all, completely happy with this. Giving this a 9 out of 10. Super figure. Absolutely love it. I mean, I love this one. This is actually, you know, if I had to make a top 10 list, which I ought to do an actual top 10 list. If you'd like to see me do a top 10 list of my top 10 figures that I own, let me know in the comments down below, and I will do that swiftly. I might actually even put the nunchucks on the new one too, because I kind of feel like they really should belong to him and not on the not on the other one. But yeah, absolutely thrilled with this. Love it to death. Great job by Hasbro replicating the old style 3 3/4 inch Storm Shadow in a 6-inch figure. Again, my only complaint would be, you know, fix the problem with the arrow not fitting in, not staying into the quiver, and the other being the fact that he doesn't come with nunchucks. I don't know. The other one had nunchucks, and they fit in the top of the... We all remember. Yeah. At any rate, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that bell so you can get information on all the good things coming out of the Digitally Rebastard Network. You all have a great week and a great day. See you next time. And until then, don't forget to get your figure on. Take care.